have the great honor to welcome the head of the house here, head of Nymphenburg Porcelain Manufacture, His Royal Highness Prinz Luitpold von Bayern.
Ladies and gentlemen, a warm welcome to the porcelain manufacturing in Nymphenburg. Nymphenburg is a very famous castle. It was built by one of my ancestors, and they kept on building to it for 4 generations in the Baroque time, and I think today it's one of the most beautiful Baroque castles. If you have time to walk in the garden or to have time to see a bit of the castle, it's worthwhile a visit. Here in the porcelain manufacturing, this was built in 1747, so it's about 260 years, and it was built to provide the finest porcelain for the royal family, but also to produce the nicest presents for their guests. It was quite amazing because the house you see on the entrance was built as a shop at that time, which is rather extraordinary. So they were quite commercial in some sense. What's specifically interesting here, we kept this manufacturing at the location for those 260 years. We have this huge part of land in the center of Munich, and it stayed as it was from the very beginning. We are making manufacturing in a true sense. Purchase of raw materials, and we buy stones, mill them to porcelain mass, age them for years, and then we produce porcelain in a rather unique way. We have about 15,000 colors, which are all made in-house out of oxides. And from any bigger order of the last 260 years, we have the original recipe. So if someone breaks a cup, which he bought 150 years ago, his grandparents, we can reproduce exactly the same colors today. It is, if you look at sustainability, to produce porcelain, you need craftsmanship. And we have some craftsmen who are going to be under UNESCO protection because they are the last of that trade in the world. They have no other place, specifically the mass miller, the miller who makes the porcelain raw material. To be a porcelain specialist, you need approximately 10 years. 10 years of training from scratch as an apprentice till you are a perfect painter or someone who casts porcelain or someone who makes plates. We have plates with edges turned on a round table, so there's rather specific ways of doing it. And our average time in the manufacturing is for our workers currently 26 years. So generally people enter here at the age of 14, 15 as an apprentice, and they stay till they're 65. So there's very little fluctuation. And this is what true craftsmanship is about. It's not something you just can put a label on. It's something where you have to really do it with all your heart and with all your specific know-how. I had the great chance to take over this company 2 years ago. It was run in our family foundation before, and it was lacking a bit of entrepreneurship, so I had the chance to buy the company. And so it stays in the family, but it's now run privately. We have some guided tours later in the day, and from 2 onwards every hour. So if anyone wants to see the manufacturing, it's possible, at least at parts. We cannot go into every room because that would be a high risk for importing too much dust, and that would give breakage after when we produce porcelain. At the location Nymphenburg, it's also quite unique. You have the castle itself, and we're currently planning, or not we, the state is planning, a very large museum for natural science, for life sciences. And my daughter will show you the place later this day, I think at 1 o'clock. Munich has a huge technical museum, but we have about something like 30 million natural things in the cellars of our collections which cannot be exhibited. And the plan is to make a new life science museum, because I think it's very important. If we want to get young people interested in modern technology, in biotechnology, in how do we survive the next hundreds of years, we need to get them open to what the science can provide today. And at the moment, we have something like 3,000 school classes who are rejected because the current museum isn't big enough. So that's quite a project, quite near to here, beside the castle, beside Nymphenburg Castle and the Botanic Garden. What a location to make a natural life science museum. Anyways, I won't hold you up too long. You've got a huge program. I must say, please feel free to see everything here. Look at the showrooms, look at the manufacturing, and enjoy Nymphenburg and enjoy Bavaria. Thank you very much.